I am excited to reconnect with one of my favorite guests here in the new year. She reminds us that one connection can change your life. Welcome back to That Entrepreneur Show. We are traveling from Tampa to Australia to sit down with the one and only Kaley Chu, the founder of 100 Lunches. My name is Vincent A. Lancy, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you
Never,
so much for having me.
I'm so happy to see you. I'm glad we were able to get this session on the books to talk about all the great things you're up to. How are you doing?
Really good. I am so happy with life, and and the fact that I'm here again, that just made me extra happy today.
Yes. Well, it's going to be a great interview, I'm sure. And you just heard a preview of today's guest. She teaches us to never let our comfort zone limit our potential, that we can change our destiny. This TEDx speaker, with an incredible story of overcoming her biggest fear, resulting in wonderful success, is here today, as she used to suffer from crippling shyness until one day it was so bad she froze when a client asked her a question in front of her boss. She was humiliated, so she decided something had to change. What was her solution? Have lunch with 100 strangers. And she came on the show and talked about this. And now I can't wait to see how far it's progressed. I've seen glimpses on social media, but what came next after these lunches completely changed her life. Since this painful day, she decided to write a book on her journey. And I was lucky enough to also have her on Writing with Authors. I will include all of those links in the show description to catch everyone up. But she does speak all over Australia, present day, to motivate others to step outside their comfort zone, connect with people, and live a more fulfilling life. Kaley, I'm excited to jump into this. I previewed your story a little bit. For everyone who missed your first show, why did you become an entrepreneur? Please elaborate for us.
I got a calling that I had to be. In fact, when I was young, I grew up in a business family. So my parents got a factory in mainland China, and I grew up in Hong Kong. And I swear to them that I will never ever start a business myself, because while I see all the glory, the money, the connection, and everything from the outside, I also see the ugly side in the back. When you got client, you're stressed. When you don't have clients, you're stressed, and all the problems and issues. And I remember my mum was on the phone with her staff because something happened when we were in a holiday family trip in Disneyland, and she was just so stressed out on the phone. And just that scene reminded me, never start a business, just get a job. And somehow I just fell into it. I'm happy. Yeah.
This segment is sponsored by Bedrock Business Builders, a small business startup specialist. Start, build, manage.
It's interesting, as you said, that you saw both sides of the entrepreneurship. You saw the glory, and you also saw the hard times, as I described, trading your 9 to 5 for 24/7, especially in the beginning. When we first had you on the show, we had the 100 lunches. You had the book recently written. Let's fast forward to present day. What's new with the movement?
Oh, so much new. But yeah, going back to that, honestly, if I'm here for the money, I'm not doing it. But I'm here for a purpose and a mission, and because of that, I feel so alive every day, even though I really work much longer hours compared to before. What
Yeah.
I'm doing now, speaking, I'm so glad that the world's opening up. There's so much more speaking opportunities everywhere, and I just feel honored to have the opportunity to share my message to a wider audience. It's fantastic. Coaching wise, I'm just so happy that I can help people create community. So I can help inspire like community leaders build their brand and build their influence and leadership. And because I can't help everybody. Not everyone resonates with me, but everyone has a community that belongs. So I help community leaders to
Right.
grow their community, which is fantastic, and I'm so happy. And more importantly, I start to host a lot of in-person 100 lunches events, which is like bringing a whole bunch of strangers and meet and connect and lunch. Actually, have a one-on-one, face-to-face lunch with each other and raving feedback. Very proud and very happy.
We should get in a 100 lunches movement here in America. We should get something going with you here down here in Tampa. I think it would be a great, great hit.
Please do. Love to be there.
Yes, let's talk more after the show. But while we're on the show, let's continue to help out our audience. If you can recommend any tool, app, book, workshop, anything that you found success from that can help our audience, what can you offer?
My Facebook group. Is that okay to talk about my Facebook group? It's called Proximity is Power Peer Group. Very simple. Who you spend time with is who you become. Love your family, choose your peer. proximity is power. I didn't create that. Tony Robbins said that, and I completely agree with it. How I got from where I was, a shy immigrant girl who has no confidence, who has no idea what she's doing, to where I am now 5 years later, is because of the proximity. Because I, instead of spending time with those three immigrant friends that I made, nothing wrong with them, I still love them, but by spending time with people I want to become and inspired by, life change is really that simple. So, come and join the community, meet some amazing people. Who you spend time with is who you become. And that is the biggest tip that I can give to people. Keep connecting with people. And the easiest way to connect is just say this simple magic line: hey, let's catch up for lunch.
Yes, and I want to give you a chance to plug your website right now as we're talking about all of this. Where can people find more about these movements?
You can just Google 100 lunches there, 100 LUNCHES. Facebook group is a Proximity is Power P group, or just search my name, Kaley Chu, and love to connect with people.
All right, let's be sure to check that out, and be sure to check out all of her content online. If you are looking to step outside your comfort zone and you are away from Australia, she still has a lot to offer. But I want to circle back to where COVID was very pressing in Australia, a lot different than here in America, specifically Florida, really polar opposites. I had some entrepreneurs from Australia on the show throughout, and they were talking, it was night and day from where I was. Let's hear about how it affected your business.
Tell me about it. I'm in Melbourne, Australia, which means we are the world's longest lockdown city. We had, I forgot how many days, but I remember we celebrated the 200 days of lockdown before, and we had like 6 or 7 lockdowns because that's the decision of our the state's prime minister or whatever.
My gosh.
States got different decision, but we are, even in the Australia, we are the longest lockdown city. Super strict with I don't know, we can't get out of the house after 6, curfew, and super duper strict restrictions. Anyway, let's not go there. That's in the past. Let's move forward. But what happened to me at that time was a blessing in disguise. Like I mentioned, I quit my job and I became a full-time keynote speaker. And life was fantastic at that time because, I just started. People liked my story. I was on the stage sharing my story. COVID hits. That means that there is literally no one single event happening. And that means that I have zero income coming in because there's no events, there's no speaker, there's no income. And I really struggled for a good few months. I had no idea what I'm going to do because I thought that's going to be my life forever. And then luckily, I spent a little bit of time to build my community. So I started to do more virtual events, which is great. I'm very happy with. But then virtual event doesn't pay well though. No one pays. I should take that back. People do pay, but it's harder to get paid and make a living out of speaking in virtual events versus being a keynote speaker in conferences. So from there, I pivoted and became, how do I say, growing communities and connecting people together, and became a coach and helping people to do what they want to do and, get to where I am. That is another fulfilling journey. So it took a good few months to find out what I want to do, but yeah, like I said, it's blessing in disguise, and I'm happy with it.
Yes, I'm sure as challenging as COVID was for everyone, there were some learning lessons throughout the process that everyone is now carried over to COVID, past COVID, excuse me. Is there anything else you want to touch on with your business 100 lunches? Is there anything new coming up that we can look out for?
There's so much happening in the back end, like 100lunches.com. We're ramping it up. We are building an app, but the message is still very much the same as when I talked to you years ago and when I first started, is one connection can change your life. So my job here is just how can I make it easier for people to connect and keep meeting people, because one connection can change your life.
I agree with that 100%. It's something that keeps me going all the time. You get the small wins, the yeses out of the 1,000 no's, you get the couple yeses, and that one yes really could be the person who has a 50,000 person school and gives my book to each kid. That life-changing sale. I'm ready to go for it. Here we are wrapping up this episode. Remember, if you missed her first episode, be sure to scroll down. She offered so much golden nuggets throughout. But as you know, Kaley, we normally have the spotlight story where you talk about someone else's entrepreneurial journey who's famous or the subject in entrepreneurship, any at all that interests you. But for today, since you're an all-star on the show, you've been here, let's shed light on another entrepreneur's journey, someone else who is crushing it around the clock. Who do you want to show some love to?
Oh wow. I have so many people that I respect and love. One person that I really, really, really respect is Michael Russell. He really changed my life. He's my mentor and he helped me connect with other, entrepreneurs, and he consistently helping me. And the reason why he helped me is very simple. He told me that he's got a daughter that's similar age as me. He said, if I can help you, he believes in karma. He just hoped that someone else out there is going to help his daughter when she needs help. And she's one of the most incredible person that I've ever met. And yeah, and I just want to give him a big shout out saying thank you so much for that.
Let's be sure to tag him when this episode comes out so he can hear the kind words. Again, please share where he can find you, can find your websites, all things Kaley Chu.
KaleyChu.com, so KALEYCHU.com, or I'm everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, whichever platform you prefer. Just search my name on it. I'm happy to connect. And of course, Proximity's Power P Group on Facebook.
All right. Be sure to scroll down the episode description for all of that. I'm going to ask Kaley to send me that group link. That way I can paste it in the chat. Hopefully some of you out there will take advantage of that incredible group. And we are at Vincent A. Lancy and at That Entrepreneur Show on all social media and YouTube. Be sure to head to YouTube to check out a video preview of this episode. And with that, we are signing off. Kaley, it is great to see you again. And I wish you continued success.
I'm going to come back soon. Thank you so much, Vincent, for having me. Lovely to chat to you as always.
Of course.